Good morning and welcome to today's video. We got some good plans. We got some winter tires here. I'm hyped. Got these for a steal on Yahoo Auctions, brand new. They're Yokohama studless Ice Guard IG60s. Should be good. Perfect tire size for the new wheels. Should be pretty good. First time actually doing anything with studless winter tires, so I'm kind of like really interested in these, and look so cool. Can't believe that these give you grip in ice and snow. So we are heading to Dusei's garage right now. We're going to be borrowing his tire machine to switch everything over, and we're just prepping the van, getting things ready for when we're going to be driving in snow next week. We're heading up north, going to be doing some cool stuff there. But that aside, I'm just excited to hang out with Dusei. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks, and he's always up to something interesting. And I heard he put a sequential in his practice car, so I'm kind of keen to check that out. Anyways, let's get to the shop and see what he's up to. We're at Dusei's shop right now, and it is crazy just how tiny and cute these wheels are. It's blowing my mind. I'm gonna quickly take this tire off and just let you guys look at how small the wheels are. It's so weak, it's so funny. Look at this thing. It is so tiny. The smallest wheels and tires I think I've ever changed. It's kind of a pain in the butt actually changing these tires because they're so small, they're a bit hard to work with. But like, here's an idea. This is a 265. This is what I'm always changing in comparison to this. Huge big difference. It's like double the size of this one. So crazy. So we got the winter tires on the van, so we're ready for some snow now. But Dusei, where's your practice car? I wanted to show everyone the cool sequential you put in there.
It went Chiba yesterday. I'm sorry.
So it's gone to Chiba to get the reverse gear looked at because it wasn't engaging or something, right?
It should be coming back next week.
Next week? All right, next week we'll get to go have some fun with the sequential. And now we're at Big Bang. I don't know how this happened, but we're here. Let's get some tandem practice. This is so hard doing one-handed. So we came downstairs to the slot car section now, and I guess I'm gonna pick this car and this steering wheel. This is a weird looking steering wheel. So I guess if I'm 5, I need to put this on number 5, right? I don't know though. Okay, just like that, we're ready. All right. And then this plugs into here. Okay. This is my first time doing this, so hopefully we don't crash and burn terribly. So we've got to line up at all our numbers, and then I guess it's all like throttle work here. You can't just like be on all the time, otherwise you'll crash probably, right? You can't just be on all the time, right? Yeah. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Set, go.
This is going to be so hard to film. Oh! Oh, everyone's crashing! You got to go like slow. Oh, it's all in the throttle, guys. This is so hard. Oh no, I spun out. Quick, I gotta run. Oh no, 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 no. Ah, everyone's spinning out. Go, 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 go back, go back, go back. This is so weird. All right, no, we're in it again. We're in it again. It's so trippy. So like it's almost like it brakes when you come off the throttle, but like you can't go full throttle the whole way through. It's actually pretty intense. This is fun. So that was a lot of fun. If you guys are interested, just come to the Big Bang building here. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Big Bang. They have a whole bunch of like other games and stuff upstairs too if you're into darts and billiards and all that kind of stuff. It's a new day and I figured we'd bring the Skyline back on the channel. Tons of you guys have been asking what happened to this car. Nothing has happened. It's just, it's in a sad, sorry state. So I've left it here in my storage car park. And today the question is, will this start? I don't think I've run this in a while. Sounds like we still got power. Sounds like we might be good. Oh, yeah, yes. Good job, Ringo-chan. She's doing all right. The ring lands and not so good, or my turbo not so good, but hey, she still starts. All right, well, while I let that build up, warm up a little bit, we gotta say hello to John, my little British friend here. He's become a little bit disabled.
Let's go.
So he's driving the K-van to the shop, but I got a question. What did you do to yourself? Tell the people what you did.
You know, we got a little bit wild last night, you know.
Got a little bit wild on his bike, popping monos, trying to go through an S-bend. Good times, came off the bike. Yeah, I know, you're permanently stuck like this. No matter what I say now, it's thumbs up. Oh my gosh. It feels so good to be driving this thing again. This is literally the car that started it all for me here in Japan. It's got a lot of sentimental value, and the fact that we're bringing this to the shop right now only means one thing, and that's that we're gonna bring this thing back greater, bigger, and better than ever. But before we do any of that, I need coffee. I need a Starbucks hit. Back in the Skyline for not even 30 seconds, and I'm spilling coffee everywhere! Damn it! So we got some explaining to do. So we got the Skyline at the workshop now. It's crazy how much longer this thing is than the Evo and the Mini that used to be here. But I think I'm really excited because this means I can start digging into this and diagnosing all the issues with it and figuring out what's going on. Plus, as you guys know, I've got big plans to pull the engine. We're going to rebuild it and do some cool stuff. You guys know I'm Australian. I love RBs. I mean, pretty much if you're Australian, you're like born with an RB in your left hand at all times. Well, at least a manual on everything about RB30s, at least anyway, single cam RB30s. But eventually you grow up and you mature and you learn about dual overhead cams on the RB30 block, and then from there things just progress even more. And well, yeah, we like RBs, we like rev limiter, RBs like rev limiters, so you know what I'm trying to say. And long story short, we've been pushing the limitations of this stock motor for a very, very long time, and I think we've gotten to the point where we've damaged something internally, whether that be rings, ring lands, or something else. In fact, I'm not going to be surprised if when I start digging into this and I do a compression check, that compression is going to actually probably be okay. I think the turbo oil seals may have actually gone. You guys know I'm running a Mamba bolt-on turbo 30. It's equivalent to like a GTX 3071R, and I've had a lot of issues with seals on the previous one that I had, and in fact the biggest issue with this is the internal wastegate. You cannot control boost reliably with it whatsoever. It wants to creep up to like 18-20 psi, and it just keeps climbing. You get massive boost creep issues. I've tried porting it out. I did a whole bunch of stuff, and initially once I ported it out and stuff, we had really, really good control. But then after a little bit of use, the little like axle or like for the flapper, the welds break on that, and it then all of a sudden the flapper starts getting caught because it's no longer like perfectly straight, that axle, and it starts like going kinked and stuff and getting caught inside there, and then the boost creep issues start happening. So this kind of turbo is just, it's not good with the internal wastegate setup. They're probably fine with an external gate, but then I've obviously had a lot of oil seal issues with these, which is really bizarre, and I don't know what's going on there. I just think we're going to redo the whole hot side and stuff like that anyways with the new build. And I mean, look, you got to look at the facts. I beated the absolute balls off this engine for 3 years straight at 400, and I think it was making at its peak 460 horsepower stock RB25. That's pretty much right on the limitations, and I was like non-stop rev banging this thing and drifting this non-stop for such a long period of time, and only in like the last year or so it started developing a fair bit of blow by. RBs do naturally breathe a lot, but this is getting to the point where something has to be up. So I think it's just a combination of probably my rings are not that great anymore and we've got a bit of low compression, plus or a ring lane could be cracked and damaged, plus the turbos are also not happy. So long story short, the Skyline is going to be getting a makeover, not only internally with the engine, but externally too. I'm planning to do some really big changes to this car. We're going to go for a different aero kit, make this thing wider, more aggressive and nicer. But we're also going to be going for some big power numbers, I think, too. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be exciting on the channel. This car, it's not really reliable for me to keep driving, so that's why it's sat in storage so long and you haven't seen it. I know this is a lot of talking, but I'm just trying to answer everyone's questions and let you guys like inside my head and see how I've been thinking and what's been going on with this car. Because I know it's kind of like, this is the car that started really the channel and all that kind of stuff here in Japan. So it's kind of an iconic car for the channel. I would say that this car is like the Cream S13 is to Atom. This is kind of what started it all for me in drifting and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously like upgrading from this to the S15, the timing couldn't have been perfect on that. Like, yeah, but this thing is probably going to last as long as I do. I'm going to make sure of that, and I'm sure it's going to see some more big crashes in the future. You guys remember that big crash we had at Nikko Circuit? I'm going to throw a clip in here because that was kind of crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited. By no means am I going to be like pulling apart the entire car right away, because obviously we have this to finish pulling apart and then drop everything off at a body repair shop for that process to start. And while that's getting repaired at the body shop, my plan is to then dig into the Skyline, because then we'll have the space, right? That car won't even be here. If you guys remember, we did that Skyline only drift event, and I explained multiple times that that was going to be the Skyline's last hurrah. And that is very, very true. The issue just got even worse with blow-by and smoking after that event, and the car was just really, really sporadic and all over the place, like power-wise. So definitely something's up, but she did good. She did really, really good. Pretty much lasted 3 to 4 years of non-stop abuse, and that's pretty good and reliable for a stock RB that was pushing out that much boost, that much timing. I'm not gonna lie, like, I gave that thing a fair bit of ignition timing, and it was never knocking or pinging or anything like that, mainly because we've got the trigger set up, so we're able to really fine dial the timing and make sure that we're not causing any issues and stuff like that, because we're not running the stock cam angle sensor. But she was a beast, and I can't wait to make her new again. So yeah guys, I hope you're excited for what's going to be happening to the Skyline and everything like that. I'm so excited. This thing's gonna end up being bigger, better, and prettier than ever. I can't wait. The paint job, we're gonna change the entire color of the car. It's gonna be really, really exciting. And I know if you've been a long watcher of the channel, you know that we were supposed to start this project roughly a year ago, and that was before COVID hit and I got stuck in the US and all that kind of stuff all unfolded. So the whole project got pushed back about a year because of all of that. So it's kind of crazy to think about. But anyways guys, I'm sorry for all the talking today. I hope you understand my thought process with the Skyline and what's going to be happening there. But I always want to make sure that whenever there's any downtime with any particular project, we have something else to get done in a correct time frame. So like I said, when this is going to be at the body shop, we're going to pull and disassemble this, send the engine off for all the work that needs to be get done. Also the body, the rolling shell, off to get all the work done for the body. After, when this one comes back, roughly this will be going to the same body shop. So it'll kind of be like, this car comes back, we put it all together, and then this car will be ripping, and then when this car is ripping, we get this one back, and then we'll be able to get that all together and that one ripping and so forth and so forth. So whenever there's, you just want to be super productive and just be very time conscious. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm ranting again. I hope you guys are excited. Smash that like button, write us a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. Peace out. Ciao, mata.